Hello and welcome to the platform of quality education. In today's lecture, I'll be talking about the English pronunciation. This is the second lecture about the same topic. And in order to sustain your communication and speak English fluently, you must know the proper pronunciation of English words. If you know the pronunciation, you can speak smoothly without thinking anything in your head. But sometimes mispronunciation causes frustration for non-native speakers while they're talking. And if you learn those words, you can pronounce them same as native speakers. There are a lot of non-native speakers in other countries. They speak same like native speakers because they hear and learn those words which are properly pronounced. So this is an important lecture for you guys. Don't miss it. Watch this complete lecture and don't mispronounce English words. Improve English pronunciation. So let's move on to the slide and see what's our agenda for today. Our agenda is proper pronunciation of English words, an example of each reflected in the sentences. And we're going to improve English pronunciation. So let's move on to the slide. This is all about pronunciation. So again, I will go individually to each of the word. I'll break into the syllables and I will also show you how people mispronounce these words. And I have also placed the meaning and example reflected in the sentences. So let's move on to the slide and look at the first word. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe it right now and hit that bell icon so that you will be updated with the upcoming videos or lectures. So let's get started. Our first word is artistically. Artistically. Some people mispronounce it as artistically or artistically, but the correct pronunciation is artistically. You don't need to pronounce A. So there are two syllables, artistically, artistically. What does it mean? In artistic manner, something you arrange in artistic manner, in a well-organized manner. The entire room was artistically decorated. The entire room was artistically decorated. Look at the second one, noun. It's an adjective and people commonly mispronounce it numb. They really pronounce letter B, but it's silent always. So you'll pronounce it numb, not numb. What does it mean? Lacking sensation or unable to move or paralyzed. Lacking sensation in some particular part of the body or unable to move that body part, or the whole body is paralyzed or some part is paralyzed. So we use the word numb. Patient is feeling numbness in the left arm. Look at numbness. It's an adjective. You can also use numb as a verb. The sudden shock numbed his senses. So here if you see the word numb and it's a past form. Numb. It's a verb. Look at the third one. This is very commonly used word, but people mispronounce it. They don't care about D here, the D sound. They pronounce handsome. Handsome. That's incorrect. The correct is handsome. British English, they pronounce it handsome. Handsome. You don't need to really pronounce D. You can pronounce it handsome. There are two syllables. Pleasing in appearance. Something makes you happy when you look at it. My friend is an exceptionally handsome man. My friend is an exceptionally handsome man. Handsome. It's an adjective too. You can also use handsome in giving something freely. Something, you receive some particular prize or some benefit or privilege. You can use word handsome. How? I received a handsome increment for signing my new contract. I received a handsome increment for signing my new contract. So here also you can use handsome as an adjective. Not only you can use for the personal appearance of a person, you can also use it for a situation like this. Look at the fourth word, which is scissors. Scissors. Some people commonly mispronounce it Caesars. Caesars. That's incorrect. Or they sometimes say Caesar, only one. That's not correct also. So scissors. Not exactly Caesars, but scissors. That's correct pronunciation. H tool with two cross-pivoting blades. Give me scissors. They will never say give me Caesar. Give me scissors. Especially if the physician is operating, they will ask you, give me scissors. We can also use scissors in wrestling as a trick. A wrestling hold in which you wrap your legs around the opponent's body or heel. You might have seen that in wrestling. One wrestler hold another wrestler in his arm or his legs, or wrap his legs or arm around the opponent or other wrestler. Next commonly mispronounced word is vegetable. Vegetable. This is a noun. People mistakenly pronounce it vegetable. vegetable, which is totally wrong. The correct pronunciation is vegetable. Vegetable, this is the correct pronunciation. So everybody knows edible seeds or roots or stems or leaves of any of numerous herbaceous plants. Some people also use a short form for the vegetable is veggie, but this one again mispronounced by some of them. They call it veggie. Never say it veggie, say it veggie because it's double G. Wacky, not wedgie. Look at the sixth one, chaos. It's commonly used vocabulary. Usually we use it in our paragraphs. It's a noun, chaos. People mistakenly pronounce it cows or chows, something like that. Correct pronunciation is chaos. This is the right pronunciation. What does it mean? A state of extreme confusion and disorder. Because of the growing number of cases, some countries are in chaos right now or a few months back. Because of the growing number of cases of coronavirus COVID-19, some countries are in chaos or some countries were in chaos few months back. Parliament. This is a very simple word, but people mispronounce it in order to have, a proper pronunciation. I'll go through all of them in alphabetical order in my each lecture. So, parliament, not parliament or parliament, parliament. Commonly mispronounced word is parliament, which is wrong. Parliament. Parliament. That's right pronunciation. A legislative assembly in certain countries. The issue was raised in the parliament and finally they came up with possible solution. Parliament. Another commonly mispronounced word is government. Government. It's a noun, people mispronounce it. Government, and government. Some even say government. But that's not correct pronunciation. Correct pronunciation is government. You have to make N silent or fade it. Government. Government. 2 syllables, right pronunciation. What does it mean? The organization that is the governing authority of political unit. The organization that is the governing authority of political unit. A political group of people who rule the country or a state. The government promised to reduce taxes this year. Government. This word is very rare. You will not see it everywhere, but just if you're taking IELTS exam, so you might see it in the paragraph because they use some ancient stuff. So you'll find this word which is really mispronounced by so many people because they don't see it all the time and not used commonly. It's a Viscount and they say Viscount. And the pronunciation, and if you look at the spelling, it really looks like Viscount, but the correct pronunciation is Viscount. If you came across with this word, so pronounce it Viscount, not Viscount. A younger brother or a son in Britain. They use this word for a younger brother or a son, talking about one. A wealthy playboy Viscount who invites his friends on his birthday. A wealthy playboy Viscount who invites his friends on his birthday. Viscount. The last, which is very common and really people mispronounce this word when they see this word is coup, not coop or cup. It's a noun. People mispronounce it coup or coop. It's really abused by the people. The correct pronunciation is only coup. If you see C-O-U-P, you will pronounce it coup. That's the right pronunciation. So what does it mean? A sudden, brilliant, and usually highly successful change or act. A sudden, brilliant, and usually highly successful change or act. Look at the example. It was a major coup when they got the president to appear on their opening ceremony. It was a major coup when they got the president to appear on their opening ceremony. They invited a president, prime minister, or any celebrity or athlete in their program or opening ceremony. And when people saw that. So that's the end of the lecture, guys. Thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked the video, share it with your friends, and write your comment in the comment section below. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Links are there at the right and left corner of the screen. You may click and proceed to the next lecture, or you may pick it from the description below. It's a new channel. I'll keep uploading videos related to some topic, some advanced practice cards, so make sure you subscribe the channel and click the bell icon so that you will not miss all those creative lectures. I'll see you in the next lecture. Thanks for watching and bye for now.